Ever wondered how Amish fan or credit cards? No Black Friday chaos, no Santa visits, no last-minute Amazon orders, just months of careful planning, handmade gifts, and preparations that turn Christmas into something completely different from what most Americans experience. Fall planning. Christmas preparation begins in September or October when families assess finances and save cash throughout the year. They divide budgets among gifts, special foods, travel, and community charity, preventing debt and financial stress. Gift planning happens simultaneously. Handmade quilts, furniture, and knitted items require months to complete. Starting in fall ensures gifts finish before Christmas. Food storage from fall harvest supplies, Christmas meals, with families assessing preserved vegetables, canned fruits, and stored crops to determine additional purchases needed. Handmade gift creation. Women begin sewing and quilting Christmas gifts as early as September. A daughter might receive a new dress, a son, a warm shirt, a grandchild, a small quilt for their doll. These items require significant time. A child's dress takes 8 to 10 hours to complete, and women making gifts for multiple family members must work steadily for months to finish everything. Men craft wood toys, blocks, small wagons, doll furniture get carefully constructed and sanded smooth. Larger items like stools, shelves, or small tables intended as major gifts require weeks of work. The craftsmanship demonstrates love through invested time and skill. Children make simple presents for parents and siblings, hand-drawn pictures, simple sewn items, or small crafts appropriate to their age and ability. A young child might make a bookmark for mother or help father in the workshop, creating a gift for a sibling. These small contributions teach children that gifts are about thoughtfulness and effort, not money spent. Store-bought families cannot make themselves certain tools, books, or specific fabrics might be purchased. However, bought gifts are always practical, never frivolous. A tool gift would be something needed for work, not a luxury item. Books would be religious or educational, not entertainment novels. Food preparation, cookies and breads that store weight at family, extended family visits, and gifts to neighbors. A typical Amish mother might bake 20 dozen cookies in varieties that keep for weeks in cold pantries. Molasses cookies, sugar cookies, and traditional Amish Christmas cookies flavored with anise, multiple purposes. Christmas Day treats, gifts for extended family, and items children can share with cousins during family gatherings. Pour, and package finished candy. Special Christmas recipes get prepared and stored. Date pudding, a traditional Amish Christmas dessert, get special breads and rolls intended for Christmas dinner, get baked the day before and wrapped carefully. The make-ahead work prevents Christmas Day becoming overwhelming with cooking demands. Preserving and canning intensifies in late fall specifically for Christmas. Extra jams, jellies, and preserved fruit of homemade apple butter or strawberry preserves becomes a meaningful gift that required summer work and demonstrates thoughtfulness. Home cleaning. Deep cleaning before Christmas is non-negotiable. The home must be spotless before celebrations begin, not from vanity, but because cleanliness reflects spiritual order and respect for the holy day. The cleaning goes far beyond regular housekeeping to include tasks done only once or twice yearly. Windows get washed inside and out despite freezing temperatures. Curtains come down for washing. Floors get scrubbed on hands and knees. Walls get wiped down to remove accumulated dust and cooking residue. Every surface that can be cleaned gets attention, transforming the home into its most pristine state. Family coordination makes this massive task manageable. Older daughters take responsibility for specific rooms or tasks. Younger children help with age-appropriate work like dusting or organizing. Even young boys participate by cleaning outdoor areas, organizing woodpiles, and ensuring barns and outbuildings are orderly. The collective effort teaches children about shared responsibility and preparation. Standards for hosting guests drive some of this intensity. Christmas means extended family visits, aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents arriving for meals and gatherings. The home must be ready to receive dozens of people while maintaining Amish standards of cleanliness and order. A messy home would shame the family and suggest poor management. Church service planning. Christmas Day church service requires significant advance preparation. Unlike mainstream churches with professional musicians and paid staff, Amish churches depend on community members for all aspects of service. The minister prepares his sermon weeks in advance, the song leader selects appropriate hymns, and the hosting family readies their home for the gathering. Children's program practice begins in November. Young children learn Christmas hymns, memorize short Bible verses about Christ's birth, and practice recitations they'll perform during service. Older children help younger ones learn their parts, and mothers supervise practice sessions at home. The program must be ready by Christmas. There's no postponing or making excuses for unpreparedness. Hymn selection involves choosing German hymns from the Ausbund, the Amish hymnal used for centuries. These hymns tell the Christmas story through multiple verses sung slowly in traditional style. The song leader must know these hymns thoroughly, as he'll lead congregation through them without instrumental accompaniment. Community coordination ensures everyone knows where service will be held, what time to arrive, and what food contributions are expected. Since Amish churches don't have buildings and services rotate between homes, the hosting family for Christmas service must be confirmed months in advance, giving them time to prepare their home and coordinate the gathering. Extended family coordination. Planning which families to visit when requires complex coordination. Amish families often visit multiple sets of relatives on Christmas, perhaps morning with the wife's family, afternoon with the husband's family, and evening with another branch. This scheduling happens through face-to-face conversations after church services in the weeks before Christmas, as families negotiate timing that works for everyone. Meal scheduling across families prevents overlap and ensures everyone gets fed appropriately if snack time. The coordination ensures families can visit multiple households without the awkwardness of refusing meals or arriving at inconvenient times. Gift exchange organization happens between families who've decided to exchange gifts. Unlike mainstream culture, where adults often exchange gifts, many Amish families limit gift giving to children only or to immediate family. Extended family might agree on gift limits or draw names so each person buys for own cars complicate these plans. Buggy travel limits distance and timing. A family can't realistically visit relatives 30 miles away and return the same day. Families living close to each other can make multiple stops. Those with distant relatives must choose one location or arrange overnight stays. The coordination requires weeks of planning and sometimes disappointment when not everyone can be visited. Special meal planning. Traditional Christmas dinner in Amish homes centers on roast chicken or turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, vegetables, and multiple kinds of bread and rolls. The menu seems simple but requires enormous work when cooking for 20 to 30 people without electric appliances. Planning must account for cooking times, oven capacity, and limited stove space. Cooking without electricity challenges even experienced cooks when scaling up for Christmas. A wood-fired oven can roast one turkey, maybe two, but not three simultaneously. This means starting cooking very early in the morning, perhaps 5 a.m., to have everything ready by noon. The timing requires precise calculation based on years of experience. Quantities for large families: pounds of potatoes, multiple chickens, gallons of gravy, dozens of rolls, and multiple desserts. Shopping for these quantities happens in the week before Christmas, with parents making special trips to bulk stores or coordinating with neighbors to buy and share large amounts. Day before preparation work makes Christmas Day manageable. Potatoes get peeled and stored in cold water. Pies get baked and stored in cool pantries. Bread gets made and wrapped. Tables get set. The preparation transforms Christmas morning from impossible chaos into busy but controlled cooking that produces an impressive feast. Children's expectations. Teaching children about Jesus versus Santa begins early in Amish families. Children learn that Christmas celebrates Jesus Christ's birth, not a fictional character who brings toys. This education happens through Bible stories, family discussions, and modeling by parents who keep religious focus throughout the season. Setting realistic gift expectations prevents the disappointment that comes when children expect mountains of presents. Amish children learn to anticipate one or two practical gifts, perhaps new clothes and a toy or book. They understand that gift giving is secondary to religious observance and family time. Parents reinforce these expectations through conversations during prep. Children notice decorated homes, multiple gifts, and different celebration styles in non-Amish neighborhoods. Parents use these observations to discuss different values that their family chooses simplicity and religious focus over material excess. The explanations must avoid judging others while firmly maintaining Amish priorities. Religious education focus intensifies during December. Family Bible reading emphasizes Christmas story passages. Children memorize verses about Christ's birth. Discussions connect Christmas celebration to broader Christian beliefs about salvation and faith. The education ensures children understand Christmas meaning rather than just enjoying the festivities. Community giving. Identifying families in need happens through charity during Christmas season. Secret gift-giving traditions protect recipients' dignity. Rather than publicly announcing charity, community members quietly deliver gifts and food to struggling families. A basket of food and simple gifts might appear on a porch, or an envelope with cash might be placed in a mailbox with no note identifying the giver. The anonymity prevents embarrassment while ensuring needs are met. Food baskets for struggling families get coordinated through church organization. Multiple families contribute items. One family provides canned goods, another contributes baked goods, another includes meat from recent butchering. The combined contributions create substantial baskets that supplement Christmas meals for families who couldn't otherwise afford special. These use simple brown paper or plain cloth to wrap gifts. The wrapping is functional rather than decorative, reflecting values of simplicity and practicality. Final cleaning touches happen on December 23rd and 24th. Floors get swept one last time, bathrooms receive final attention, and anything disturbed during food preparation gets cleaned immediately. The goal is waking on Christmas morning to a spotless home ready for family and guests. Christmas Eve traditions in Amish homes are low-key compared to mainstream culture. Families might have a simple evening meal together, perhaps read Christmas story from the Bible, and go to bed early in preparation for early Christmas morning. There are no midnight services, no staying up late, no elaborate Christmas Eve celebrations. Readiness for Christmas morning means everything is truly prepared. Gifts are wrapped and hidden, food is ready to cook, the house is clean, and everyone knows the day's schedule. Unlike modern families who might be wrapping gifts at midnight or shopping on Christmas Eve, Amish families have completed all preparation and can wake to a peaceful, organized celebration. Amish Christmas preparation reveals a completely different approach to the holiday. While mainstream culture starts Christmas shopping in October, plays holiday music from Thanksgiving onward, plan quietly, work steadily, and arrive at Christmas with everything prepared and no debt incurred. The contrast in priorities is stark. Modern Christmas often centers on gifts, decorations, and commercial excess. Amish Christmas centers on Jesus, family, and handmade expressions of love. Modern families accumulate debt and stress. Amish families stay within budgets and approach the day calmly. Modern children expect rooms full of presents. Amish children appreciate one or two thoughtful gifts.